Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Yoshiman. Last time we have dueled against Bakura Ryu in the Expert Cup semi-finals, and this time we're heading on to the finals, I think, in this episode. But first, let's watch a duel. It's time for the next duel. The second semi-final will begin. Yugi Moto versus Sato Kaiba. Enter! Yugi, I thought I was going to meet you in the finals. Huh, who cares what round it is, as long as we duel each other. Yeah, I don't care. Then it's time to duel! So, Kaiba versus Yugi, or Yugi versus Kaiba. So, his opening hand, oh my god, this is so beautiful. That I can do and Pot of Greed. It's the best hand you can get in this format. And it does not activate Pot of Greed, which is quite weird. In this situation especially, normally I would Pot of Greed that with that hand. Except if you run these monsters like Nemo no Manga, well, then yeah, I can understand you hesitate to activate it. But in this situation, Yuki doesn't even run that card, so I don't see no point to activate it, not activating it. No, he is activating it. Well, Kaiba has also activated Pot of Greed, which actually gets back his disadvantage. And yes, that Gillosaurus can get over the Obnoxious Caligardian, because Obnoxious Caligardian has this effect. It cannot be destroyed by 900 attack or more monsters. So Gillosaurus' attack is high enough to destroy Celtic Guardian, because Celtic Guardian's defense is slower than its attack. And oh, what is he going to do? But if he attacked with a Slate Warrior, well, Obnoxious Celtic Guardian would have stayed in the field. And he's not going for the massive damage, but it doesn't really matter. Well, it kinda does now, since he activated Trap Channer, which you can activate during your battle phase. If your opponents, activated the trap, you can negate it. It's basically a situational 7 Tools of the Bandit without, the life point cost. I don't know. It's not really that great because it's situational. It does not, circumvent Torrential Tribute, which comes up at some cases. I would prefer 7 Tools of the Bandit. I would pay the 1000 just to, have a choice to, oh, he's going to do that shenanigans. Oh, to destroy his Blue Eyes, Mystic Box, I believe, or what is that even? It's not called Mystic Box, or I'm not sure what it's actually called. Swords of Revealing Light. He draws into Polymerization, which is a dead draw. But Sword of Revealing Light is still on the field, so Yugi is relatively safe, but if he still keeps breaking with his deck, well, he actually draws into a big shield card now, but it's not really, it's really volatile. It's really vulnerable. Because if Kaiba attacks into, the big shield card, its effect activates, so it gets into the attack position, and since big shield card has a low attack stat, well, a lot of monsters can get over it, and Yugi receives massive damage. If excuse me, yeah, that's not a really ideal situation if you lose a lot of life points. Ooh, DD Warrior Lady, that's meta. A lot of Yu-Gi-Oh duelers play DD Warrior Lady, even though it's not really, in their deck, as in the anime version of, their decks. But they just run it because it's meta. DD Warrior Lady is a really good card. Well, he has to draw something, otherwise Yugi will lose. Giant Soldier of Stone. quite a weak monster. Yeah, Mirror Force. He's actually using Mirror Force, Kaiba. Okay. I don't think Yugi is going to save himself out in this. If this keeps on going. Unless he has, like, you know, amazing draws. If he top decks into a graceful charity. Well, these duels are fixed, but I'm actually, you know, just accommodating what's happening on the field. Excuse me. Every time I record, I have this screechy voice. So, I'm not doing okay. I mean, I'm doing okay. Not having a cold, that's what I'm trying to say. My voice is... I don't know what it is. Wait. Maybe it's just, you know, having a dry mouth or something. I should get some drinks. And look, that's the Dark Magician girl. Yugi just tributed stole the DD Warrior Lady, which is a really smart move to summon the Dark Magician girl. That's a 2000 attack monster. Not really strong for a level 6 monster. But it gets the job done because not many monsters can get over 2000, like, you know, level 4 monsters, which is all prevalent. But Kaiba can actually tribute for the what's his face for the Blue Eyes White Dragon. He has another one in this deck, I think. So that's actually Kaiba's best bet to just tribute it. And there's another voice raider. Well, he can actually bait Yugi. Some bait tactics. Seriously, what the fuck is wrong with my voice? Seriously, stop doing that, Merton. Mert boy. So the voice raider has been dealt with. 900 is like, you know, the max attack that monsters have for level 4 without any drawbacks. Berserk Gorilla is kinda an exception, kinda not, because oh well, wait, he snatched two Magician Girl and just tried to attack for game. Well, there's the Mirror Force. And yes, Polymerization in his hand, a D-Mog and the Buster Blader. So what he's going to draw is a giant Soldier of Stone, which he puts in attack position. Seriously, that's asking for troubles. And not attacking the sheep token. I mean, the sheep token isn't really a threat, because Kaiba cannot tribute it. But he has a Polymerization in his hand. Oh, that's a Dark Magic Curtain. That's the Dark Magician Girl. Just the regular Dark Magician. I was about to say Dark Magician Girl, but yeah, that Dark Magician is dead because of Yugi's Mirror Force. Kaiba stole the girl and then Yugi destroys it. Because Dark Magician Girl was going to destroy Yugi. Also, he can now use Polymerization to summon Dark Paladin. That's actually a very valuable option. I think he's saving it for later. Or just he's doing it right now. So Fusion summoning both these two. Dark Magic Curtain is quite a good card. It instantly summons Dark Magician, but you have to pay half of your life points, which is kind of a drawback. I mean, it's quite a hefty cost, life point wise, and that's not really smart of a play. You should have attacked with the Scapegoat and with the Giant Soldier Stone, just in case of a high defense monster. If it was, you know, Yegodom the Moving Fortress, he would have been gone. Also, what you can do with this, if your opponent activates a spell card, you can actually discard one card to negate it with Dark Paladin's effect. That's very nice. Sinister Serpent always comes back into the hand, but yeah, still, it's not a smart idea to attack with your Giant Soldier of Stone. But he knows it's a Sinister Serpent, so I can someone expect, but then again, that sheep token could have been destroyed by Giant Soldier of Stone with it, so Yugi didn't take any risks. So Kaiba is quite in a pickle. Okay, he can actually activate Dark Paladin's effect to negate that spell card. I think Dark Paladin is still vulnerable or trapped though, so if Kaiba Ring of Destruction that, well, it's gonna be a draw. But then again, he hasn't any options, and if it seems like Kaiba is breaking, we're into some breaks, and seriously, just attack with your Dark Paladin. My god, Yugi. The AI is really weird. And there's the skilled Dark Magician, which is another Dark Magician, but it's skilled. It has like, you know, a 90-100 attack level 4 beater version of Dark Magician. And every time when the spell card is activated, well, it gets a counter. If you have 3 counters of that on your skilled Dark Magician, you can special summon a Dark Magician. So there's Seto. I can't believe I lost. Yugi, I'll let you have this one, but the outcome will be different next time. Fine, Kaiba, I'll duel you any day. He's quite salty he lost. Well, let's do this? Are you ready to duel? Yeah. I'll lead you to the duel arena. And now we're facing the King of Games, or whatever. It's the duel we all have been waiting for. The final battle of the Expert Cup. The new King of Games will now be decided. Merton, Yugi Muto, enter. I've made it to the main event. This is the finals. Yeah, and Kaiba has not made it to the finals, and we do. Haha, Kaiba. Nervous, Merton? Yugi, I'm so nervous. I always wanted to duel you with my best deck, and I finally have the chance. Yeah, I've customized my deck just for this final battle, Merton. Let's have an honorable duel. Alright, it's my time to shine. Well, shit, I haven't really, you know, changed my deck. I think he has a better deck, but then again, he's more into breaking now with these high-tech monsters. I mean, high-level monsters. And this is my opening hand. That's actually a decent hand. I can set the Blastsphere and end my turn right here. I could also use card destruction, and I will get the Sinister Serpent back. Having a Sinister Serpent in your hand from the get-go is actually very good. So, Skilled Dark Magician has one counter, and he takes into my Blastsphere, and it's going to snatch. I mean, it's not going to snatch, but it's going to be stuck on the Skilled Dark Magician, so it's destroyed next turn. And he sets 2 back row. So my hand, I think I'm gonna card destruction, because next turn, ooh, he has some valuable values lost in this one, so I'm kind of glad. Next turn I can retrieve the Sinister Serpent, so I have profit, and I'm actually going to battle. Let's poke around. It's a magic cylinder, so that's destroyed. Not really that threatening, but I mean, it's alright. We got that out of the way. So at least one attack negation is destroyed. And yes, Yugi cannot activate Skilled Dark Magician effect because it's the standby phase and it is an ignition effect. So that's why. So he could not go to the main phase and then tribute for the Dark Magician. So yeah, Giant Soldier Stone destroys my Magician of Fate, so I can get myself another pot of greed. So sweet. We're already doing great. He sets another back row and another one. There's not much to worry about with Royal Decree. And Sinister Serpent, seriously. Sinister Serpent is so bae. I mean, it's such a good resource, you know. I'm also going to battle once again. Let's go for the middle one once again. It breaks me like, oh. Can I chain this? Yes, I can chain this, so I can negate it. We're quick. I don't want him to summon anything. Just to stay in control. And yeah, I'm going to summon Gilgarth. I think I have some fiend monsters in my graveyard. So Call of the Haunted is negated before it resolves. So it stays on the field. So you cannot, you know, summon a monster. So we have one fiend type monster in our graveyard. We have to get at least 3 of them. And that's Zombie Ride the Dark. Oh, I want that card so bad. That card is so badass. I received 300 damage. Well, again, I can set a new Doria and just wait and see right here. And we have another Giant Tornado. Well, I don't think it's really necessary. Turn to raid. Unless he destroys my what's his face with an MST Royal Decree. Yes, he runs into my Nudoria, so I can destroy Zombie Ride the Dark and just attack next turn. And yes, that brings me to 3 fiend type monsters, so I can summon the Dark Necrofear. That's very sweet. So I'm going to special summon, just get rid of these 3, banish them from my graveyard, and attack with my Dark Necrofear. And then I'm going to summon Sangan, because I cannot go for game. So I'd rather have, you know, Sangan, if he have the, just in case he has a mass destruction card. Oh, he has a Scapegoat, aka Lame's Goat. Seriously, I thought we got all back row covered. Apparently not. I'll attack my Sangan. So the Dark Necrofear is quite nice. Unless he has this one Mystic Box or something. Or what's that thing? I forgot the name of that card. Seriously, I'm having Alzheimer's. I'm getting old, man. I'm an old man. Yes, it's Mystic Box. I was right all along. Okay. Dark Necrofear's effect activate. Well, that's not a really good payoff. Look, I have 2 Scapegoat tokens from my opponent. How does that work? I'm gonna tribute my Sangan for the Summon Skull. So badass. And I get another search. I love searching. Well, if you dub, just grab a Nudoria. Nudoria is always a good pick. And there we go. 2500 damage. That's some massive damage. Yugi has to do something against my stuff. I can also Giant Trunate. That's also an option. And a Graceful Charity, seriously. Oh my! I can actually Giant Trunate. Can I actually go for game? Wait. I can discard this one and another Fiend type monster. If I Giant Trunate, well, this goes back into the field, I believe. And then I can summon this, but I don't think I can go for game then. Oh well, it's worth a try, but I wasted a resource. Well, should I actually do that? Or not? Doing it! I did it! Yes, this goes back to the field. Okay. Well, resummon the Dark Necrophere then. So cheesy. Now I have 6 monsters in my banish pile. There we go. Another Dark Necrophere. Come at me, bro. And we're going to attack. Gilgar, if you're the weakest, you can attack this one. And then I'll attack with my... Oh wait, no, I'm not going to attack with my Dark Necrophere, just in case of DD Warrior Lady. I would rather have Summon Skull being banished than my Dark Necrophere. Because my Dark Necrophere has this sweet effect of, you know, stealing a monster when it's destroyed. If it's banished, well, I don't have any use for it. It's too good of a payoff. And yes, I'll end my turn. That was a sweet interaction with the Giant Ruinate. I'm gonna use Call of the Hunted right here. Just to summon a monster for the sake of summoning it. Because next turn I'm actually going to use Royal Decree. Ooh, seriously, the good draws keep on going. I can search all day. This is fantastic. And I'm going to get another search. Search the 2-mass sorcerer. And then shuffle my deck. This is going great. I'm actually going to use Royal Decree right here. Oh, that's the obnoxious Guardian, which is not a problem at all, because I have my monsters are quite weak enough to get over it. I can even, you know, use the Blast Sphere. Also, actually, you know, my monster is still in the field. My Call of the Haunted is actually negated, but it has been resolved, so my monster did not get destroyed. So it's just negated. FYI. That's why I activate the Call of the Haunted at my opponent's end phase. Just to, you know, avoid the restriction of Royal Decree. There we go. That was an easy duel. I think this strategy just works against him. And I'm first to go, which is excellent. I like to go first, always. And this hand is quite poor. But I can set this and set the Moss Sorcerer. And if he attacks with a high attack beater, well, I can actually use or I don't even have to use Shrink. And just get my draws. I love having some draws because I can get some answers. And yes, there's another answer already. Good draws. And I'm using the Pot of Greed. Draw 2 cards. And ooh, that might be something nasty. I think I'm going to attack with my Golgarth alone. Not setting my 2-mass sorcerer in attack mode. Okay, maybe I should. But again, he can play Mirror Force. And he uses his Karibo for that measly 500 damage. Seriously, what's wrong with you? And I'm gonna set Call of the Haunted and end my turn. If he wants to go get over my stuff, hell yes. Is to do some crap. I think I'm going to use Collapse. Or yeah, Shrink. Not saying it's not the proper terminology. It's called Shrink. So it gets Shrink down the sides. So I assume this might be a scapegoat. I can also use Giant Ruinate. Or maybe he's slow playing me. That can also happen. So I rather don't want to risk it because if I actually fully commit to it uh, and attack into a mirror force, well, that might be a duel, that might be game because it's gonna be too hard to actually recover from this for losing 3 monsters. It's so valuable, these monsters. And I get another draw, so that's very nice. So that's why I Giant Ruinate. Because I don't want to deal with that crap. Just in case. It may be a scapegoat, but I don't want to risk it. I don't want to risk the biscuits. And this might be game next turn. Unless it's what I assumed as scapegoat. I can use Giant Trinate again. That can be a play. But then I have to lose a monster. Oh, I'm actually going to call off the Haunted. Right here. 2 Mass Sorcerer. It's gonna be summoned. And then, here I'm actually going to tribute the 2 Mass Sorcerer. And then I'm going to Giant Trinate, just blow him back. So it may not be a scapegoat or something, but I don't want to risk it. I could also go for, World Decree, but this is actually the better play. I can also be balls to the walls and do this. Just to be a dick. And that was a very easy duels, both of these. So it's GG, too easy to be in the finals. Well, the last duel has been the easiest. But then again, I actually have found a lot of answers. I was very fortunate that the Giant Soldier Stone attacked into my Moth Sorcerer. And yes, we have won the match. We have been crowned champions. Amazing. Merton, I never imagined you would be this skilled. Not only have I felt the strength of your deck, but also have felt your dueling spirit. Hey Merton, you did it! You actually beat Yugi! Congratulations, Merton. Merton, you have earned the title as the new King of Games. Yeah, I'm the King of Games, not the King of Flames anymore. But you won't hold it for long. I'm going to take it away from you soon enough. This victory ceremony starts slowly. Let's return! The winner of the Expert Cup is Merton! The champion is now the King of Games. Here's your grand prize. First, you receive 2000 KC points. Yay, I can buy a shit ton of packs with that. Also, as a special gift, you are permitted to use the password machine in the Casey shop. Ooh! You can now use the password machine. I did it. I won the Expert Cup. You got a card level up. You can also got the card Solid Magician level 8. You got the card of Magician Unites. You got cardless easy victory pack. Yes, and some recipes as well. Yeah, I'm gonna return home. We are the champions, my friends. Okay. Huh? I have mail. Congratulations on winning the Expert Cup. We have earned the right to use the password machine. Yay! We have earned the right. You can use the password machine at the nearby KC shop for 1000 KC points. You can only input the passwords of the cards that are in your card list. Be careful, you can only put one password for each type of card. This is a important message for all duelists using duelists. Until now, your duelists were incapable well, of using Forbidden Cards. Starting today, we have removed this limit. Ooh, so now we can run one Forbidden card. That's very nice. You are now allowed to have one Forbidden card in your deck, so we recommend Reconstruction in your deck. That's very nice. That's a really good feature on Yu-Gi-Oh games, honestly. Although there might be some problems with that though, because there are some cards that are too broken. But I don't know. I find an interesting concept. Just running one forbidden card in your deck and that's it. It's like, you know, the limited, semi-limited restriction in Duel Links, where you can only, just specifically only run one limited card and that's it. If some other cards are limited you want to run as well, well, tough luck. You have to, you have to choose between that or another thing. But here in this, the limited section is, in this system in here, it's more, you know, broad. You can run multiple limiteds, while in Duel Links you can only run one. But here it's only one version of that card. But yeah, enough talking about limiteds. Let's buy some packs! Oh, it doesn't matter, I'm going to buy a full box. Or maybe not. Oh, Mystic Tomato! Very excellent. These are the recruiters! Very nice, and we got a Marauding Captain, which is excellent. It allows you to special summon a level 4 or low monster. And as long as discarding on the field, another your opponent cannot target another warrior type monster as an attack target. So that's very nice. And Mystic Tomato, these are the recruiters that special summon one of these attributes card when it's destroyed by battle. Some basic recruiters. We also have this one. Let's check it out. We have a lot of KC points because we are the champions. Ryuko Field. This is not a really great pack, although this is kinda nice for harpies. Also, we've got a lot of this already, so I'm actually going to buy these two packs. The whole boxes. Why not? Unless I got all the ultras and supers. There's a super Iron Eye Power Shot, which is an excellent card. It does a level 5 though, and the attack is 900, so it's not high attack. But it does piercing damage whenever it battles a monster, if it's a defense position. And each time it inflicts battle damage, you can draw one card from your deck. That's very nice. Next pack. Okay, next pack. We're going to have something epic, I hope. Well, we draw already epic cards. Amazon Archer. Well, Amazon Archer in today's format, you can actually make an OTK deck around it. That's how crazy Yu-Gi-Oh is nowadays. We have the Dark Sage. It's a really weird card. And that's what I'm going to say about it. I mean, in the anime it's a really badass card, but this such a weird concept. How you play it. Yeah, Dimension of Magic can be activated when a spell type monster is faced upon your field. You can attribute it or offer it one to actually special summon one spellcaster monster type monster from your hands. So you can actually get rid of a weaker spellcaster type monster to just special summon one. And this is a quick play. Afterward, one monster on the field can be destroyed. Okay, so you can also destroy one of your opponent monsters if... This is a very nifty card. I really like that. Ooh, Fairy Box is also nice. Yatsufuma. If this card battles a fiend or zombie type monster, destroy that monster at the end of the damage step. Ooh. That's some zombie hate right here. What do we get? Little Wingard. Ooh, Cyberheart P-Lady. That's an 1800 attack beater. Oh, let's see. What do we get right here? Another Air Knight. Well, I actually got my supers right here, so I'm not going to buy some. Here we got also a super. So if we pull an ultra, well, we can head on to another pack. Although this set in particular is very nice because of these recruiters, so might buy the whole box. Well, there are some chances we can also buy them again if we got all the supers right here. And this is a really good ultra. It's a reflect boner. I've talked about this before. If your monster attack into it, they receive damage equal to that monster's attack. But at the end of the damage step, it's destroyed. The damage calculation, it's destroyed. This card. So if you run in, so how to counter is actually crash into a Nodoria. If your opponent has two monsters and you attack the Reflect Boner, it gets destroyed automatically, and then you can destroy that other monster. I've shown this before. Nudoria's Bay. Let's just say that. I mean, keep on rambling, but I should do some backup winning. And Judgment of Anubis. You can discard one card and negate the effect of a spell card by your opponent that is destroy a spell's trap cards on the field. So it does not take in current trap cards though. So this tornado does not counter this tornado, which is sad. After that, you can destroy one face-up monster and inflict damage to your opponent equal to the attack of that monster, destroyed monster. Okay, so not a big fan of it. It's really a clutch card when it resolves. Royal Magical Library, which is excellent. I think it goes straight to my deck. Yeah, you can each time your opponent activate a spell card, you can put one spell counter. You can remove 3 spell counters from this card to draw 1 card. Yeah, if I have that third Toon Table of Contents, I can utilize it very well. Scroll of Bewitchment. And we have Kaiko, the Ghost Tutorial house, Kaisu. I call it Kaiko. Each time this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent's life points, you can banish up to 2 monsters from your opponent's graveyard from play. In addition, as long as this card remains face up on the field, your opponent cannot remove cards from either graveyard from play. So it is a really good counter against these chaos monsters like Chaos Emperor Dragon, Black Luster Soldier, Envoy of the Beginning, and some Chaos Sorcerer. It really blocks them. So that's actually very nice. Next pack. Another Scapegoat. That's very nice. And we got another. Ooh, we have some Radar. Yay! My favorite. I'm so happy with these cards. These are amazing pulls. Despair from the dark. Ooh, another super. So we got all the supers and ultras in this set. Well, we can buy some random packs then. Hopefully we can pull something here. I really want a... Yes! We got a place of Toon Tables. That's very nice. I'll buy the 4th one. Let's see if this works. There might be some algorithm to it. Ooh, yes, Genzo! Oh, that's Bay, man. Oh, as long as this card remains favorable on the field, traps cannot be activated. The effects of all traps cards are negated. That is actually, the pinnacle of trap hate. Although it does not, cover the entire back row, because you can actually, circumvent it with, Quake Play spell cards. We have for lower. It's just, shuffle your entire hand to the deck and draw equal the number of the cards you have added. It's actually a -1 because you get rid of your reload. That's why. Not a big fan. I actually used, when I was a noob at the game, I used to run it. And we got a Night Assailant. That's very nice. Select one monster on your opponent's side of the field and destroy it. When this card is sent directly from your hand to the graveyard, return one flip effect monster from your graveyard to your hand. So you can actually, loop around with this Night Descendant, although it might be limited or semi-limited. It's stupid when they... I think this card needs to be eroded in the future, because what you also can do with Night Assailant, you can also discard it, and if you have a Magician of Fate in your graveyard, you can add it back into the hand. And it's a Fiend type monster, so keep that in mind for your Dark Necrophere players, like Moa. It's gonna be very helpful. Oh, Bottomless Trap Hole, that's a very excellent trap. When your opponent normal summon, flip summon, and or special summon a monster with 15 on attack or more, destroy it and banish it. So you can actually negate Call of the Haunted, or not necessarily negate, but just immediately get rid of special summoned monsters. So it's any type of summon really. And Metal Reflex Time, which is a token. You can actually summon it from your back row, and you have like this 3000 defense monster. Very nice. That's quite a neat card. Bird Face. Xarian Universe. Yes, I think we got the meta already. Hopefully we can pull something into something epic. Final Countdown is always epic. I mean, you can actually make this stall deck, which is pretty much cancer. Because there's actually a deck around, Final Countdown. Another Night Assailant, so we can actually loop with these two, which is going to be very funny. Yeah. So we got all supers and ultras on this one. So I think it's time. We have what didn't we pull much of this set? I think if my calculations are correct, this one must be the super. I don't know. I don't think there's an algorithm because I pulled a common. I can pull hopefully something good. Cannon Soldier. You can actually tribute a monster and just inflict 500 damage. That's quite neat. I'm glad I pulled this. And last pack of Destiny. Malevolent Nuzzler. Basic spell card. And we got another Penguin Soldier. Well, I'm not going to add it to the deck, but it's still nice to have. Yes, I think we're done with this episode. Oh, hi Burton. You have a lot of cards. Let me give you this list as a present. I know you can collect them all. You got the card list, Tricky Tunes. Oh, very nice. So, on that note, I hope you guys and gals enjoyed this episode. Leave a comment, like, subscribe, and do all this good stuff. And I will see you in the next one. Take care, and bye bye!